Breaking news, there has been an attack on the World Trade Centers. We'll have more after this.
You guys like Gushers? I like Gushers.
You like Gushers? You like Gushers?
Today, Friday, February 26, 1993, there was a bombing on the World Trade Centers at 12:17 p.m. The bomb instantly cut off the World Trade Center's electrical power, knocking out the emergency lighting system. The bomb caused smoke to rise all the way to the 93rd level. Hundreds were trapped in elevators in the tower when the power was cut, including a group of 17 kindergartners on their way down from the South Tower observation deck. Also, as a result of the loss of power, most of New York City's radio and television stations lost their over-air broadcast. Television stations only being able to broadcast via cable and satellite via microwave hookup between the stations in three of New York's areas. Cablevision, Comcast, and Time Warner Cable were the only telephone companies left in Lower Manhattan. Altogether, 6 people were killed, 1,042 others injured, and most during the evacuation that followed the blast. Among the scores of people who fled to the roof, 28 with medical problems were airlifted by New York City police by helicopter. It is known that 15 people received traumatic injuries from the blast and 20 complained of cardiac problems. One firefighter was hospitalized while 87 others, 35 police officers, and an EMS worker were also injured and dealing with the fires and other aftermath. The plan was that if the bomb truck was parked at the right place, the North Tower would fall onto the South Tower, collapsing them both. However, the tower did not collapse according to Yosef's plan, but the garage was severely damaged in the explosion. Nevertheless, had the van been parked closer to the World Trade Centers, Ramzi Youssef and a Jordanian friend, Iyad Isamal, were captured in being suspects for the bombings of today. Now let's break for commercial.
I want it that way, but we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Am I your fire, your one?
With Justin Robar with sports. The Blue Jays got on the board right out of the gate when David Justin misplayed a line drive by Carter to right field, scoring Devin White, who had singled. In the third, Atlanta's surprise hero of the series, Deion Sanders, doubled off Carter's glove and scored when Terry Pendleton hit a sac fly. Toronto untied the affair immediately when Maldonado hit a solo home run in the top of the fourth. Roberto Alomar made a memorable play on a Jeff Blosser ground ball. The ball was grounded to the far right of Alomar, who dove for the ball and recorded the out at first after a quick throw from the knees. The 2-1 score was preserved by solid pitching and defense from the Blue Jays, held the Braves to 1 run through 8 innings. The Braves were just as good defensively. The score stood 2-1 in favor of the Jays entering the bottom of the ninth, with Toronto needing just 3 outs to become the first non-American team to win the World Series. Once again, the Blue Jays turned to Tom Henk, who was looking for the 3rd save of the World Series. The Braves called on veteran Charlie Leibrandt after retiring Maldonado. He gave up a single to Kelly Gruber, but retired Pat Borders and pinch hitter Pat Tabler to end the threat. After retiring Key on a foul pop for the first out and getting ahead, Devin White 1-2. Leibrandt hit the Toronto leadoff hitter with the next pitch hit. Alomar followed with a single, putting 2 runners on with 1 out as Carter stepped in. This left the Braves 1 out away from getting out of the jam, with the next batter being the struggling Dave Winfield. After working the count full, Winfield drove the ball down the left field line for a double, scoring both White and Alomar. The Blue Jays regained the lead at 4-2. As they had done in the 9th, the Braves started with a single by Blouser off key. The Braves would score Blouser from third on the next play, but pinch hitter Brian Hunter also recorded the second out on a ground ball to Carter. After fouling off the first pitch, Nixon did indeed lay down the bunt, but Timlin was ready for it, throwing to Carter in plenty of time to record the final out and preserve the victory for the Blue Jays. Carter initially looked to keep the ball, but gave it to Timlin, who pleaded to Carter for the ball, saying it was his World Series save. Blue Jays manager Cito Gaston became the first African-American manager to win a World Series. Could you do that? Huh? Oh, 30-meter hole through 4 sublevels of concrete. The bomb instantly cut off the...
You lie!
Hey, because this is Brad.
Stop it there!
I looked up!
Okay, read from there.
Who is
that? Jesus. Mom, these mosquitoes are eating me alive.
There's no mosquitoes.
Yes, there is. There's 100.
Now to break for commercial.
You can't cough during a newscast.
Okay, let's
And you
watch
can't have the
this
paper up by your
Hey,
ears.
yeah, Robert's reading like this.
Go back.
Yeah, now we're going back.
I-
Okay. Now to sports.
What is wrong?
Ryan, can you do sports?
No, I can't do it all
I
that
can't be sitting next
Okay.
to me the whole time
Oh,
doing
look.
this.
What are you
and then
doing?
Ryan.
What are you?
Shit, phones out, boys.
Okay, let's go.
Now to sports with Evan McCashin.
You are Evan McCashin. You don't say for yourself.
Okay. Cody, grow up.
What's he playing, soccer?
Just put it on mute.
Watching Fight Club.
Sticking with just Robar sports.
The Blues got on the board right
The
out of the
Blues.
gate.
The Blues. The Blues. The Blues.